again, I forgot to record the pre-part of this, but these are just peeled, well not peeled, the shells are still on, but deveined, and they're marinated in garlic and herb, like a scampi kind of deal. So these have been on here for a couple of minutes. You see they're starting to turn orange, red. That's the thermometer that you're looking for. So we're gonna take these off, take the shells off, show you what we're gonna do next. And we just went completely left field. I added some jarred Alfredo sauce. Yes, jarred Alfredo sauce. We deglazed the pan with it actually. And what I'm gonna do now is chuck that shrimp back in. Steam. Added in a little bit of peppers and onions. You can't see because I stirred it. And then some Old Bay hot sauce to your taste, which is for me like 88,000 drops. Finally, a little bit of cheese. A little bit of cheese. Whew, it's hot. Got that garlic bread we just pulled out of the oven. Fries, we added some lemon pepper to the top of those fries. We coming on in. Lay that down right over the top. Ooh, what we saying? Same pan. We dropped in some chicken cheesesteak I already cooked. The rest of the peppers. I told y'all it's a freestyle. This is really just what I had in the freezer. Same thing on this one. Boom. Finished product. We got 2 shrimp Alfredo and 2 chicken cheesesteak Alfredo. I don't know what the fuck, man. Look, they're just gonna be good. We freestyle around here. What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back in another video on the channel, and you saw, I'm gonna fix it. I swear one day. Let me get into the sandwich, man. Crusty bread, shrimp Alfredo, shrimp fries Alfredo. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I swear to you, like 30 minutes ago, I had no idea what I was making. When I tell you, I didn't even need to really even say nothing on that one. Like, that's a hell of a sandwich. It just tastes like some really good shrimp scampi Alfredo on some really good seasoned fries with some delicious bread tied together in with cheese and a hint of Old Bay spice. Because that's exactly what I put in it. And I don't really know why I think of the stuff I think of when I'm cooking, because I swear to you, the only thing I had is bread. And I was like, man, I don't know what kind of protein I'm gonna use. Had a bag of frozen shrimp. Had a bag of steak-em. Chicken steak-em. Had the rest of the fries from yesterday. I don't know. Also funny, people ask about the hand signs, right? I don't know if you caught it, but when I couldn't talk, I threw one of these up, and then I threw the hand signs because I was like, oh, that's exactly where the evolution of it came from. It's not a gang sign. in my original videos on Instagram, I'm talking back 3 years ago, right? Everything was done with music. There was no voiceover, there was no voice. I just showed myself assembling the meal and then myself trying it, which is kind of how this evolved. So, because I couldn't say it was good or tell you how it was good, I used to go like that. Well, it was good, you know what I mean? It eventually became a sign-off. I did it at the end when I thought the food was good, but at that point, I was constantly doing a shaka, which is what this is. And this was before the hand tattoo, but it used to be my device that I used for like the mental health issues that I have. You know, like I have anxiety. People say thank you for talking about that, but for me, like it's not even a big deal anymore. It's a part of who I am. It's just like I don't think it makes me any better or worse than anybody. But that was something I would do at the end of every video, something like that, right? Somewhere in the middle of that, it turned into a peace sign, like saying goodbye, and it became my sign-off. And you can go back to my like old post, my first video I've ever posted on Instagram. My Instagram name is the same as this, by the way, in case you didn't know. So, even when I started doing different kinds of videos, I used it as a sign-off. It just came second nature. That is ridiculously good, by the way. Eventually, the video stopped having music, and it was me talking. I would say what I made. I would try the food. I would tell you it's good, and then that was it. I'm out. Now, remember, at this point, I only really exclusively made content on Instagram. You know, I didn't start any of this stuff to like be Insta famous or any, so I was just making content. Like I didn't think anything of it. I didn't even show y'all this one. I bit it. That's damn good. Messy as hell. But I did it in every single video. And when 2020 happened, and I couldn't do my day job, towards the end of last year, I decided to do content on YouTube. You know, I have a lot more spare time, so I started doing like mukbangs because I didn't want to live stream on Instagram anymore. It was a little too toxic. So the first video I did, I signed off just like I signed off on Instagram. And that is where I said the hand signs made it to YouTube. It just became a thing. Some people like it doesn't make sense because the stupid part, not stupid, but the part is that a lot of people don't know because they weren't around back then. You get what I'm saying? This is messy as hell, but it is good. But that's where the whole sign thing came from. I never woke up one day and said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it. It just was like, you can actually, if you go to my old videos and just you can see them start to change. And it's funny because now I've been on YouTube for, you know, it hasn't been a year, but it's like right around They're not really made it to YouTube anymore. They're just kind of on YouTube at this point. I didn't know how long I was going to stick with YouTube. I just was doing it back then. Now I can do my day job again. And now I have 2 jobs. Which is why a lot of times people are like, why are you eating so late? It's just the way my day goes now. Really mess. I don't even care. You'll understand when you get older. You don't care. So, I'm sure that eventually something about the intro or the outro will change, because the intro was the same way. I don't know where that intro came from. I just say it every time now. And I say it so much that it is in the exact same tone every single time I say it. And I can say it at a drop of a hat. No matter what I'm doing. But some people, like, you know, the hand sign thing is like corny, and I'm like, so? Like, a little bit, but it just came naturally. And I don't know if other people have an intro or an outro, but it was a complete accident. Just like virtually everything that I do, I'm just gonna add a little, like, you know what I'm saying? I just need a little bit. Why am I putting it on there? You know what? Just go right in the sandwich, right? Let's add that liquid gold, bro. Ooh, that's sticky. Oh, this, yeah. Oy. So, no matter what, and that's why I keep saying it sounds stupid now, because I started showing a bit of the cooking process before my videos, and now I don't have to explain what I'm doing, but somehow, what's going on, guys? King Shiraz, it just comes out. I turn the camera on, and this is what comes out. You know? I don't have a script. You want to see this? What were we saying? It looks like a freaking hot dog now. Or glizzy. But it'll change again. I think anytime that you do something, you're going to evolve. It's only natural. What usually happens is people who were around for the older times will say things along the lines of, like, I miss the old stuff, which I understand because I'm a fan of things as well. Case in point, somehow today I started listening to, like, Drake's first album and Kanye West's first album. And I was like, man, this was so good. You know what I mean? Like, not to say I'm not fans of them anymore, but there's almost that feeling of nostalgia because sugar-free orange this time. Switch it up. How about that? When you rock with somebody for so long, whether that be an artist, a musician, whoever, I think it invokes memories. Like, where you were in life when that certain song came out, you know? But the hard part is any artist with longevity any actor with longevity, you have to adapt, you have to evolve. You can't keep putting the same song out over and over again. So whatever direction that your stuff takes, you'll have people who continue to rock with you, And you'll have people that go to the next thing. It's only the nature of the beast. But if you have the same exact shtick, it gets old. You look at, I was having this conversation the other day. I say that comedians, I think there's always a comedian who goes on a run where they have like a title of like the funniest person on earth. Understand what I'm saying when I say this. You think about some of the comedians over the years that were in every movie at one point. It was always funny, and they were like a part of everything. To Eddie Murphy when I was a kid, and that was like his second time around. Because I'm talking like Nutty Professor years, you know? Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Kevin Hart. I know Richard Pryor, but I obviously wasn't around for that. Will Ferrell had a run where he was in like every movie. But think about like Adam Sandler. I never saw Saturday Night Live because I was too young. But he was on that show. Then he got into like Billy Madison, and that's when I was like, you know, super young. But I didn't understand half of the jokes, but it was still funny because it would make weird voices, and you know what I'm saying? And Happy Gilmore, and The Water Boy, and you could just go on and on with these movies. Eventually, he had to stop doing movies like that because people got tired of it. Will Ferrell, same thing. You know, Anchorman, and what was the one with the Step Brothers, and you know, all those types of movies, like they get stale if you keep doing the same thing. And like some of the best rappers of all time, Eminem, Jay-Z, people can hate on Drake all they want to, but the man's been hot for like 10 plus years at this point. Like, he's doing something right. They don't sound the same. Their voice doesn't sound the same. Their music doesn't sound the same. Their content doesn't sound the same. Their subject matter doesn't sound the same. So a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I like old Drake, but I don't like new Drake. Or I like old Kanye, but I don't like new Kanye. But if old Kanye was still making the same songs, you wouldn't like him either. You get what I'm saying? Like, your mindset about life changes. Your mood, you know. Eminem's first couple of albums, he was a lot angrier, a lot younger, and you know, he talks about it now, but he was on, you know, a lot of mind-altering things. So, of course, he's going to have different content, different subject matter. He was going through stuff with his wife, so there was a lot of crazy stuff like that, and his music isn't like that anymore. Even the way he raps is a little bit different. You know, it's the same thing as Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z don't rap about, like, you know, big pimping and his chain, rocking. Like, he don't do none of that no more because he's changed. So, you can't. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, right? You know, he was, when that song, like, when that came out, he had this hunger and this, like, you know, there's a certain rawness to 50. I don't know if people, I was, you know, like, when he was, like, that first album came, he took everything by storm, and it was just because he had that hunger and everything about, but as he got in the game, now he's making shows, and he's you know, making money, and he can't rap about being in the trenches no more because he's not in the trenches no more. So, it's the same thing. I think that even with my own stuff, I was kind of thinking about it today, like, back then I cursed a lot more, and you still see glimpses of it because it's not like I was being phony or have changed anything, but like I said, like, I can't do that kind of stuff every day. Kids watch my channel. Like, kids watch my stuff. I can't be talking about the stuff I used to talk about. I can't be parading around shirtless because y'all make me feel like a stripper. So I couldn't. I had to stop, you know? Like, if I was just doing stuff on Instagram and doing the stuff that I'm doing right now, trying to hire us at restaurants, like, I'd be broke by now because I wouldn't be making money off of these videos to pay for it. You get what I'm saying? So it's almost like you have to adapt certain things, but you still have to keep who you are. Like, I'm still, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not doing, like, drunk live streams all the time, but I still do them on here time. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I was just thinking about that stuff when I was, like, going, whatever it was. No, I don't know if that stuff makes sense, but I bet you guys can think of a lot of people like that. Like, no matter what, like, you have to adapt and you have to evolve. You know, like, Jordan couldn't dunk no more when he turned 30, so he had to get a jumper. You know what I'm saying? Like, his game changed. He was still the greatest, but he had to change. So, adapt or see yourself adapted on. Because there's always somebody else gonna make more content, make more, you know, another basketball player coming, another artist coming. So you gotta roll with it. But I just want to check in. I want to make these sandwiches real quick. I'm trying to get rid of like some of the stuff in my like fridge so I can go, you know, like what the hell I got a half a bag of shrimp for. But anyway, it's been your boy King Shrats. I don't even know what tomorrow is. Today's Thursday. I'll figure something out. You know how we do it. I love y'all, man. We back tomorrow. More content. See what I'm doing? The outro. Can't help it. I love y'all. I say it every time because I do. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.